Bars is back. Sam and oh God, what's up with?
Attention all my business owners, if you would like to advertise your business right before each video that we do here on Hip Hop News Uncensored, make sure you email us right now, advertise@hiphopun.com, advertise@hiphopun.com, ask about our holiday specials.
Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so
find a situation to find the hate. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nori situation that just happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't take that as personally as Nori, you know what I'm saying, has hate for me like that. I take it as a brother that don't like that situation. He knows the information, and his soul and his body just had to throw it up. You know what I'm saying? He had to throw it up because, you know, some people might be sometimes getting caught in others bullshit, and they don't back it. Like, you know, their soul can't even, you know what I'm saying, absorb it and process it. So, and you could go back in the archives with Nori too. He was the one trying to find a peace, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days between the whole Terror Squad thing. We wasn't ready back then. I don't think we ever be ready, you know what I'm saying? Because the way this dude be moving, you already seen it. And I've been informing y'all this, you know what I'm saying, not to complain. And I never complain. I always made sure I told y'all it's not about complaining. It's about actual facts and truth that's been going on. When I be trying to move forward, I got to go through those obstacles that he put in forth, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just want to explain. And I want y'all to see it this time. That's all I asked God. All I asked God was for him to cut the grass so y'all could see the snakes. Because I was the only one seeing it, I guess, before. So y'all might think I was going crazy. I'm complaining or just making shit up. He's going to show y'all more, but this is one of many.
Right. So what caused Nori to even bring that up? Take us back to that. The clip came out of Nori saying it. Who what they talking about? Terror Squad, Fat Joe. How did the whole thing happen?
Well, what do you think? What do you think from that clip? Because, I mean, I know Nori personally. I mean, he was always more a Fat Joe friend of mine. But when I seen, you know what I'm saying, Nori before, it was always love. You know what I'm saying? Capone, the whole CNN. So, what do you see that's different? You know what I'm saying, in that formula right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, what I gathered, you know what I'm saying, I gathered that he was just, to me, if he was doing it, like on purpose. Because you could see it different ways. I'm a smart dude. So you see the haters, right? You see when it's hate, right? So you look at Nori. Now, he was saying this in front of Math, right? Math is a new podcaster coming up. I guess he's the new, you know what I'm saying, part of the Cubanati, you know what I'm saying? Because they got the Cubanati as far as like the Joe. You know what I'm saying? The whole, you know, going against Cuba, make sure, you know what I'm saying, whatever, how the fuck powerful they think I am. So they know, because I think that they're doing probably some spiritual shit. They see my inner glow. And, you know, I'm fucking, you know, Leroy fucking Lee, you know what I'm saying? Bruce Leroy over here, I guess. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if he was prepping Nori, he was prepping Math, because you know that's what it is. He just chose the wrong place to prep him. And that's God also putting, you know what I'm saying, making them do the mistakes that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because they're getting too comfortable.
Right.
You see me?
Yeah, we still see you.
Okay, so
don't worry about that. That's our dude just putting you up on the screen. You good?
Okay,
though.
okay, cool.
All right.
So if he was prepping Math to come, you know, not to do these things, because I see Math, you know, he had Troy Ave there, and he also had you know, it's my boy, what's his name? You know who, right? J
Hood.
J Hood, my bad.
Okay, yeah.
J Hood. So those are two controversial, you know what I'm saying? So it was already moving, like maybe Mav's gonna get Cuban.
Right.
Those two are like introductions to the real big bang bang. You know what I'm saying? To the boogie. When I'll be up there. So before he did that, maybe that was his warning and his way of, you know what I'm saying, putting that the Cubanati blueprint up so that Mav could understand us. And I was kind of disappointed that Mav, we don't have a personal relationship like that with Mav. But, you know, as a brother that was coming up, I follow his battling career. And even when, you know, I hit him on Instagram, he hit me back. And, you know, we kept it cordial and respectful. So for him to be saying things like that, I was already prepped. You know what I'm saying? I was like prepped in his mind. Like, there was like looking for doubts. You know what I'm saying? Where the Math was like, yo, but I can't hate nobody like that. Then they started feeding him like fake info, you know, making them think that, you know, I got this shit on my jacket. And it's easy to do that when you want to get, when they throw the carrot, and if they show you that right amount of money, you might not want to read the whole Cuban and bring that paperwork out. Cuban never did nothing that stains his jacket to the fact that he disappointed the real nigga shit.
Well, real
So
quick though, real quick, what did Math Hoffa say? Did he say anything?
yeah, he said y'all saw the clip, right?
I didn't actually see what he said. I just saw what
Oh,
Nori
he
said.
said that. He said, yeah, because it'll be wrong, saying to put up somebody up there that brought up fake paperwork out, saying,
Oh,
and that'll be responsible. Like, I was like, what you talking about, bro? He made it seem like he thinks that I made the paperwork, and that's not the story.
right.
Never been the story. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's the narrative, the opposite niggas that saying painted. You gotta do your history as a journalist, as a podcast. You go check that story out, the paperwork story about Joe, that I put myself in
I
between
remember.
because
Yeah.
I reposted it from
Right.
from Star, from Buck Wild Star.
Yeah.
He put it up first. I took it from there, put it in my shit, and he wrote it up there and said, now let's find out if it's real or fake. And I wasn't playing no games like I did this, like I'm a psycho nigga, make up a fake paperwork and fucking, put it on my own page and then act like I'm not him. Like I never had that character. I'm straight up. So I just did get in the middle of it to find out myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing wrong at the time because it was like, yo, let me check this shit out. Because it's bad either way. If he's a fucking snitch, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna look like, I put him out there. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to me, it's gonna look like like I'm I'm saying, like the worst fucking like ever, human in the universe, because he's giving me the chance to get on, and then I got him killed because I put him on blast. And then if he is a snitch, then I got shit on my coat because the snitch put me on. So at the end of the day, it was bad. Say either way. So I wanted. That's why I even apologized at the end when it came out that the other guys
Yeah.
did not come out and produce any more facts to back that paperwork up. So actually we just did the reporting job for them, and it came out to be nobody else came out, so we left it like that. I'm saying? My man, shout out to 10 Toes Down. I'm saying? He did his diligence. He went back actually he made that call to the prison, to the guy raised that was locked up. He talked to him on the phone. Y'all could go see that. So it wasn't a paperwork that was fake at all, and it wasn't even something I came with. I didn't make that. That shit 89. I didn't know Joe at 89. You know what I'm saying? I just did what I did. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? But Math was acting like I'm the one who really put that out. And I made the paperwork up. So he's just looking at the wrong, facts and stuff. So that was disappointing because he should be on his, on his math. You know what I'm saying? He just did that. Yeah, he added the wrong mathematics up.
So you got we know the podcast interviews usually run 45 hours, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours long, right? Things last a long time. And that clip in particular was targeted and put up. Now you ain't out here fucking with nobody. You minding your business. You doing your thing. You ain't out here on the internet even doing the wild stuff for them to even put that clip up out of all of it. Do you think that was a direct message to you?
Everything that the enemy does is always a part of who he is. That's not really who I think Nori is.
Right.
Now that's a person that works for the for the black hand, the black mobility, which is the white beluga mobility, which is the beluga naughty. That's the guy that has it in for me, right? But we have a problem. So of course, if you build something and they work, somebody, you partner up with people and they work for you, you have certain rules and things that you want them to follow. And that's one of his rules. And you can see it. That's probably not one of Nori's rules that he feels that, you know what I'm saying, he feels comfortable with, because he brought my name up in Drink Champs. You know what I'm saying? Him and DJ EFN. So they got my name in him up, but I see it. It's like they're trying to soften up the beluga. But the beluga is the hardcore beluga. He ate, you can't soften him up. He's blubber too much blubber. So you know what I'm saying? So he's on his thing, and I'm on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But Nori is in the middle, and he put a lot of people in the middle. And the fact that it's sad is because we came up together a little bit through the hip hop shit. We was in a place where we all rose, and I was part of that. I was part of that beginning, that foundation. And then it's sad when people get to a certain position and become like they have that power. You know what I'm saying? They use that power against you, and you know them. It's like worse. It's like, damn, what? It's like sell out to the next level.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And especially if they know. See if you don't know, you know, because the motherfuckers act like they don't know always. They'll be like, I'm just doing my job.
Right.
Yo, you know, I'm stopping his checks. I'm stopping him from going up the ladder. You know, I'm deliberately doing this, but respectfully. I wish him the best. That's the fuck they saying to you. You know, I'm taking the money out of your kid's mouth. You know, for you to succeed in the sport that you are doing yourself. You are your own. You know, I'm my own right. I'm doing my own thing, but I don't want to stop him. You know, God bless him. I wish he do the best. That's their fucking talk, and it's incredible how they get away with it, and let people believe that. Like they're nice guys. When it comes to my situation, they could be nice guys, but my situation is special. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was special since fucking back then when DJ K Slay was doing extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, to tell you the truth, these are the when we was up there. Remember, we was up to the top levels. Well, you know, we rose up to the CEO levels when we was up there with those guys. So Joe's connections, you know, they definitely powerful up there, and he took that power, and he you know what I'm saying? I guess I got something that's, you know, some kryptonite for him. You know what I'm saying? The super beluga. I got the super beluga kryptonite.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you next, man. You mentioned K Slay, you mentioned Funk Flex, and you mentioned Angie Martinez.
I dealt with them. That's right. I dealt personally with them. Seen it in them. Khaled's. You know what I'm saying? The people, whoever Joe touches, like that movie Fallen with fucking Denzel Washington. Remember that shit? You touch a motherfucker, that shit goes in him.
Right.
And then, you know, that's what it was. Like everybody that he touches, as far as like with his hate towards me or whatever he's telling them. I know he's definitely got to be telling them lies. There's nothing he could ever say ever that's solid against me. Nothing. So he's definitely doing it Illuminati-ish way. You know what I'm saying? Behind the talking, whispering, telling them, you know what I'm saying? They're doing that because once it's out here, you see how they put it out, and you see I'm quick. If it's fake or anything, a story that's fake about me or I'm involved, you see me quick like this. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did that. You see my record, my track record, and that's the only time I'll try to correct. I'm correcting the truth, and putting it out there for y'all to, you know what I'm saying? For y'all to I guess take face value or listen to it. You know the truth, man. When you know the truth when you hear it, man. You know the truth when you see it. You know what I'm saying? I never complain about my situation. Many material things I never complained. My complaining was serious personal shit about morals. Always backstabbing. You know what I'm saying? Did my nigga wrong. You know what I'm saying? Morals, integrity, loyalty, betrayal. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So you niggas got to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're rewarding the nigga that's got the pendulum, the diamond pendulum in your face, fucking hypnotizing you. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think Nori still messes with him if he did pun dirty, as people say?
There you go. That's the question you need to ask him. How that nigga would answer that one? Because I know the answer. It's money. You sold out. You went through the Nori door. We already know what's the door. He was talking about the Nori door. We know what's the door. Nori door is the fucking same door that fucking it's a nigga from 300 and the hunchback nigga went in and you see the nigga with one arm and the bitches with three titties and he's getting petted by Xerxes and he just said, all you have to do is bow to me. Well, Leonidas wants you to stand up. All I want to do is kneel at your feet and kiss my fucking, bunion on my toe. And that's what he did. But he kissed Bunyan, Joe's bunion. Oh my God, look at that shit. Another one. That's another book. Joe's bunion. Toe that don't re-kissed. Perfect fucking movie right there. So that's what happened. He kissed Joe's bunion. Joe's bunion. And then after that, Joe made him super hunchback.
We all have worked and all had jobs and all had to kind of follow a company line at some point. We also all are men at the end of the day too. And you would think that your morals and that would stand above any kind of corporate line that somebody may try to toe on you. So as journalists, even though we know we may toe a certain line and may aggravate a certain sector of people, our job is to ultimately do what journalists are set out to do and call it right down the middle, right? So this is what we try to do, get both sides. If Joe wanted to come on here, he's more than welcome to come on here and speak his side.
I would never get mad at you for that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. But we see in certain circumstances, in particular with the higher graded or higher publicized podcasts in hip hop, they really tiptoe through the tulips, as my cousin likes to say, when it comes to certain people. You would make a perfect guest on Math's podcast, given like you said, the trade, the line he was going through. And as you were talking, I was assuming that you guys were in conversation, but now it kind of appears to me, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys never even talked.
No. We never personally talked. We did a back behind the, the IG. He
Right.
gave, I gave him my love for, like I told you, what I'm saying, the switch he made, the great podcast he had, his
Right.
career, he's a dope battle rapper. I gave him that love, and he told me, "Thank you, my brother. I've been a fan of yours." Things like that. Back, and then when this happened, of course, I hit him with 6 messages, telling my brother, "What's going on? You put that smut on my name. You let him put that on my name, whatever." And if find out, can you do your job as a journalist? Because you're talking recklessly, because that's a fake lie. You go do your diligence or duty. Go find out, and then make that assumption of me and see what you did. Because I could debunk that if you ever talk to me. We could talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But don't do that. Don't have that smut out in your mouth without even knowing the facts. Without even, knowing it. Tell me the truth. Tell me your source that you know that. Because I'm the source. I'm the only source, actually. You ask me anything.
Right.
So you got that in your mouth. That means somebody put it there. Because I don't think you put that yourself. You want to give me that love in IG. So that must have been that. You know what I'm saying? So that was the I think his introduction, his ceremony of fucking giving him the, you know what I'm saying, that he's an official, Beluga Trooper.
Is it hard to look at somebody's manhood differently? Is my ultimate question. When
exactly, and that's what it is.
What I mean?
That's why I have no respect for certain individuals when that happens, because it's like, look at you, you got a price on you. Niggas bought you, and everybody sees it, and then that's a beautiful thing about what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's but we have to react and reward or punish those that, you know what I'm saying, the values we agree with. And the way I've been seeing is like, how much fucking trickery can you do? But Joe definitely escaped the, he ducked and dodged and was able to really not answer anything about the Cuban Link mystery fucking little, you know what I'm saying, that little situation we had. You see me, I voiced it out. I've been voicing it out, and I told y'all, you know what I'm saying, because I had no hair on my tongue. And it needed to be understood. That's about me, because I know that behind the doors, just because he's not talking in front of this shit, that nigga blabby or behind the scenes. All the niggas, his friends, he's not our street friends. That's not his friends. He just got into media because he knows that this is going to be the change. So before this, that he was stuck up, he already conquered the top of them niggas. All them niggas already had the terror squad niggas. He sent some niggas, sent whatever to make the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And since I was under him as an artist, they listened to him over seniority and authority.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He knew, he had the connections. He knew the rappers. You know what I'm saying? He was in front making those deals, and he was always in hip hop with niggas, Chris Lighties, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So he had the, he can move around more in the industry than me. That's why I said, you know what? I know that's going to be a hard task for me and I don't want the industry, because at the end of the day, I do what I do from the heart, and I know I do the shit from where I come from, and I don't want it. They're gonna set me up in that, like they did already. They made me look like the bad guy. It happened anyway, but I know if I was there, it's gonna be a problem that I know I have to. They know how I get down, so they know how to be a bitch towards me, do bitch things that get me mad and make me react like the actual villain. So that's why I'm not as stupid as motherfuckers gas you to be. So I played it on my toes all the way. I always been on my P's and Q's about what I did and all that. They get, like I said, I get caught up in just being human and being a nigga from the street. So I'm gonna go in there in the trenches. And but it's just being, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and to tell you the truth, I don't regret the journey. I'm saying this only adds to the motherfucking to the golden story, the beautiful golden story. The realest story never told. You know what I'm saying? That's the Cuban Link story. So
take us back though, for the people who probably don't even know the whole story. When did the fallout happen between you and Joe? And wasn't he responsible, or somebody in his clique responsible, for the gash on your neck?
Damn. You know how many times I said this, man?
I know.
And I think I said it last time a little bit. So
yeah.
Just know that
for the new people.
Let me answer this with this. If you, as a journalist, I would love for you to ask anyone from that terror squad that was there, or anyone. There's people that was there because it happened at Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. Mary J. Blige, Angie Martinez. You should ask Angie if you ever get her, if you could get in contact with her, whoever you could get. Ask them. You was in Jimmy's Cafe, April 13th,
Right.
2001, and it was Friday the 13th too. It's crazy. That was a lot of people. So in industry people, I'm talking about industry people. I want you right now. This is a specific job for you. I need you to, because that was never been done. Niggas gonna act like they don't remember, of course. But if I was a little bit on top, and I'm saying, I started doing my thing, I guarantee you, I was there because that's what they do to me every day, and they'll fucking participate, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He got up the ladder. He got the power a little bit. He got the, you know what I'm saying? The problem is that we gave him the power a little bit. We did. Pun gave him a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? In his business, so he's respected as a businessman, and all the other fishes in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? See, the only beluga pale whale that is doing great. He's doing good. So and he's not a bad guy in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Which the devil's a great guy, except when he asks for fucking your soul. That's the only problem. So he actually knows how to, he's charming to a point. You know what I'm saying? So we like to snake charm you. Be careful for the fangs. But and that's it, man. At the end of the day, I don't want to go back into telling that story too much because I think I already said it enough, and I just need y'all to start asking him now shit. I'm tired of telling y'all my shit. As far as like what happened now with this, it's just coming out slowly. It's been coming out little facts and shit. Like you go to my page, you see I caught them in other shit, and it's just there for archives. Before it couldn't be recorded. It was just, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be a fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? And there was never a fucking fly on the wall. If there was, they never came to me. So so now we can see it live because they get a little ego. That money gets them a little bravado, a little machismo, a little extra, like they that tough. Because money, I guess, gasses them. And I'm not that nigga. I'm that nigga that know who the fuck it is. And I don't care who you are. If you have money ain't gonna stop you from where I come from. That's it. If you have a problem and you have a problem, be a man about it. Stick to the morals. Stand your 10 toes down. Face it. It's a lot of things that I don't respect about that man. And I hold back. I really hold back. I try to keep the music. I disrespect him. Now it's in a little bit of funny way. Like I put a little funny to it, but like what I'm saying. That's a show. It's a regular dude. He doesn't like to get treated like a regular dude. It's a regular dude. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You looked at the industry, right? And it's starting to change because a lot of independents are starting to come out and do their own thing and being recognized. So you've seen the industry kind of shift to where it used to be. And I kind of feel like it's seeped into media, how we're seeing it now. Like the formula and the blueprint on how to get successful is to kind of do and sell out and do certain things for your platform, your independent platform, to be recognized and to be noticed. And then you talked about being real and just working and walking on a certain code, something that we grew up on, something we don't see today, not in music, not in this shit, not in anything. Everything we see is completely fucking fake.
It's deliberate. That's done deliberately to recruit those niggas. To recruit. That's the message that they want to send. Whoever's in control want to send to bring those guys in so they could control them. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what they always do. They always do. Like if you're a real dude, you get to that level, they be like, you don't want another real nigga like you. That's how they think. You don't want like a real nigga like you. Then he gonna take your spot. That's how their ego is. So they want niggas that they can control. They don't want a real nigga as far as like a stand-up dude that's gonna fight for you. You know what I'm saying? Make the crew stronger, make the whole shit like you supposed to. Add up. Them niggas want the punk nigga. They act like they're the big one. So they can back them up, give them the heart, give them a little bit of their heart. So that artist that's in the front line can front like he's that nigga. And then they back him up. But he's always going to be that puppet. He's never going to be somebody that you can see through that. And that's why the art is not as great as before. Before you have real MC, real individuals. It starts with the individual, with the MC. You know what I'm saying? So that's the big part of it,
Right. So talk to us about, the new music and what happened back then with the music. Were you like put on the shelf? Were you not able to put music out? How come we stop hearing from you for a while?
Yeah, the shelf. I think that was the first probably thing that they tried to do, put on the shelf. But then what they did, they put fucking saran wrap. They put me in fucking aluminum fucking thing. They put my whole dats in there, and they put that shit inside of the chest, and they threw that shit in the Atlantic Ocean, and they fucking they opened the Kraken. Remember from fucking back in the days, the fucking that movie, Clash of the Titans. They put it inside where the Kraken is, so I can never get out. That's what they did. That's what they did with my music, and that's where they tried to put me. But you know, I came out of this. I did fucking David Blaine. I know how to get the fuck out of there. My music got the fuck out. Got heard because God was the power. That's the only one you could actually blame for it, because there's no other explanation, because they tried everything. When you really understand the story, they tried everything, nigga. I'm the Count of Monte Cuba. It's me, nigga. The Count of Monte Cristo. You see that movie too? It's just like that. Niggas, they try to fuck everything up the hardest. Even when that Jimmy shit happened in there, try to set me up to the point that you thought I was gonna just you hit me first. You thought I was gonna just stay like that. So they didn't want to capture after the punch that he threw first. When I got up and he got five on it, and he started doing the fucking beluga dance backwards, and he was knocked out, and they had to get me, and the bouncers had to grab me. The nigga cut me from the back. Wow, I had 10 niggas on me. But you set it off. You're supposed to have that plan ready. It's supposed to happen the way you thought it. When God's with you, man, you're not gonna let that happen. You know what I'm saying? And
you think dude tried to kill you?
No. I'm talking about the slice. I went back to that because, of course, you got me there, and I had to explain the truth. So I did it my own way. You know what I'm saying? But even though I'm just showing the shit I've been through and the blessings the blessings that seem like bad situations. Or whatever they painted it to me, they're blessings that made me strong.
Got a phone call.
Yeah, they're blessings that made me stronger. Those are gifts that I know I had: valor, strength. You know what I'm saying? Balls. You know what I'm saying? My word and everything, and I stood on it in front of all of them. But they had to jump me. Why niggas always gonna jump you? Niggas jump because they can't beat you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they did, and they're always doing the jumping. They're doing the jumping. So I have no respect for them. You know what I'm saying? And I do what I do because I know what I do is righteous. I know I stand for a cause that's real. I know I'm repping my brother like he was here, and I always will, because that fat fuck jerked him, and he's faking like he's his twin. I'm always gonna represent my brother and let him know that. And Nori need to motherfucking check himself. Please just check himself. Stop being in the devil's corner. If you are, don't act like you're in the middle. Because if you're gonna rep pun, nigga, if you're gonna rep pun, you gotta rep Christopher Rios. All right? You're acting like you're family, and then you're not really family. And that's already a statement that been stood. But like I said, people get caught up, and I know that they be in purgatory sometimes. They don't know if they're in heaven or hell. Sometimes a little love could bring them back to the right place. So I'm saying it like that because, I don't believe everybody, you know what I'm saying, get tainted like that. They might be scared. They might be in situations that they chose for the money. I mean, a man is a man. You chose your own shit, and they're who they are. I know, but some people might have that shit, or they could make it up from make it up one day. So you know what I'm saying, that's always there. Just make shit right. Make shit right. Tell the truth, man.
What happened to Prospect, Armageddon, the rest of the Terror Squad members? You still keep in touch with them?
No, hell to them fucking no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, nah. They all got tainted too. Those are niggas I grew up with, niggas I put on.
Right.
The Prospects, the Tony Blowshine. Remember last time I didn't even want to talk about it. Remember? So I had to say the story it was. So just remember, Tony Sunshine was on the niggas I brought in. Show love back then. They came under us, me and Pun. I brought all them niggas. Even Pun came to my block. Yeah. So it started with the energy of the link, and that's only perfect because I am the link. I didn't know that back then, but that's the link. They got link niggas up. So they don't want to give me my props. They want to put that 24 karat smack on my link, and that's what I'm worth. Because that's what the things that I did. You know what I'm saying? So the guys that I actually did these things for, with the other guy, and somehow they deny me like the other guy. They got a whole different story that he saw, but like the other guy. So I don't know. Joe took me to a session. They did the hypnotism, and they just erases the mind. I don't want to believe that. I think that's who they are. So if this is who they are, then they just baloney smokers that are traitors, and there are people that chases the money and fame before the values of friendship, brotherhood, family. That's what I think. And that's what they did. That's my fucking report. That's my war report of them. You know what I'm saying? So they got to live with that. They might be in a circle or a bubble where they think it's different because that's Joe's world. Joe's world, if you're in there, he might fucking, do the illusions that, you know what I'm saying, he's who he says he is. But, when you're not there, that bubble get burst when he's in real nigga time, a real nigga space. And, you know what I'm saying, even odds. And, that's what it is. If you're a fucking nigga who jump people, who always need others for you, yeah, you need that. Numbers is your thing. That's your thing. Okay, cool. I love numbers. I love having the right numbers, though. I like niggas, every number, just represent that number. You know what I'm saying? And have all that shit, the qualities of that number. So, we're gonna make the right. I don't know where I'm going with the number shit, but what we're doing, the right fucking circumference is gonna happen. That's it. I'm still talking about math. Look at this, subliminally.
Damn.
But that's what I'm saying.